Good afternoon. Welcome to Jim Lunley's World of Weather. You clicked on to long-range weather forecast discussion for September 19th through October 4th. For September 19th to 23rd, this is what we're forecasting here. Still a trough in the west, ridging here in the east. Actually, a little bit of troughing here. Weakness with our frontal systems and potential tropical cyclone development, but it doesn't look like that will probably happen. I'll get to that here, but this is what we're forecasting the pattern look like. So the western trough will cause some cooler weather and rain and snow and higher elevation snow across portions of the west. You can see snow across northwest Wyoming, and then that'll lift out and move away. It'll be cooler conditions. And then ahead of this trough, we will have a front that will be moving through here, and that will bring some rain and storms to the central states. Trough in the northeast, along with a frontal boundary, could bring rain to parts of the east coast, and we'll look at that towards the end of the week. See something like this. So it really doesn't develop much of anything, so we'll keep an eye on that. We'll go to the National Hurricane Center website, and I think they're giving it, it's right here, so I'll get to that in a minute. Okay, so we're expecting that. So now we're going to look at the period for September 24th to 28th, and we still have a ridge here, or a troughing a little bit here, as a ridge builds into the west, pushes this trough into the Rockies. Still have ridging here in the east across eastern Canada. So for this forecast period, I am calling for, let me get here, above normal temperatures for a large portion of the country, and forecasting anomalies to be near 8 degrees above normal. And for rainfall or precipitation, calling for above normal precipitation here. Probability of occurrence 35%. Below normal precipitation forecast here. Probability of occurrence is 35%. Now we're going to look at the period for September 29th through October 4th. Should be October 3rd. We see somewhat of a little bit of a change. If you look at the GEFS, and then you look at the European ensembles, has ridging here building in the west, trough a little bit across the middle of the country or the east, where the GFS keeps the trough in the west, broad ridging across much of the country. I think it's going to be more like this kind of a pattern. So for this forecast period, I am calling for above normal temperatures here and for this region. And I'm calling for anomalies to be up to 8 degrees above normal. And for precipitation, calling for below normal precipitation for much of this region here. Probability of occurrence 35%. Okay, now we're going to look at the potential tropical cyclone developing off the southeast coast. Or the system off the southeast coast, you could say. Here's a satellite imagery. Here's the center. It looks like it's inland here, and it's forecast to move northwestward. So we'll take a look at the models where you can see we don't see much convection. There's a line developing here and feeding into that, but we'll look at the models now and see how they play into it, and we'll back it up a little bit. Here's oops. Okay, here is 8 o'clock tonight. And then the morning keeps moving inland, and then it kind of dissipates. Then we have another system that develops offshore with the front, and that brings some rainfall to the region. That's the, oops, it keeps jumping. This is the GFS. This is the European. So it looks like it's going to be a close cutoff would be like central southern New Jersey will get into it, and then here further to the northwest it'll be less. So but we still have a hurricane or tropical storm. Tropical storm Gordon is down to a tropical depression over the weekend, and we'll keep an eye on that also. So that's it for today. That's the long range weather forecast discussion for September 19th through October 4th. Thanks for coming to Jim Munley's World of Weather, and have a good day.